Hola, ¿cómo está? Remember, it is Las Vegas, a beautiful sunny day downtown Las Vegas, Nevada. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city down here at RadioTribune.com. Fabulous facility. You see the beautiful new sign behind us. I'm in our studio. We will have green screen up soon. Just a beautiful facility down here, and we are just doing tremendous, tremendous work. We have John Estrada, I believe, is going to be coming back. We have my friend EJ, if you all remember, he did a fantastic show with me. We got programming coming here. We got a powerful lineup. You're talking about Gordon Martinez. You're talking about Rolando LaRosa, who faced the Tribune. You're talking about Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. You're talking about Blue Laker and Cobra. You're talking about, one after the other. We have got a lineup coming here that will rival any lineup in the city of Las Vegas. I'm telling you right now, jump on board. Everybody does not understand. We took over a business about a year ago, and it is now booming, a U-Haul business. We make things happen. We made things happen, and Radio Tribune is coming up. We are doing big things here. The studio is coming together. The facilities are coming together. The lineup, the talent that we have at this radio station is first class. And I'm telling you right now, anybody that wants to advertise, and if you think the radio station is first class, the Las Vegas Tribune newspaper has been first class for years. Don Snook, Orlando LaRosse, Maramus, all the people, and once again, our prayers go out to Maramus for the loss of your sister. You're still in our prayers, Maramus, man. We love you here at Radio Tribune and the Las Vegas Tribune. But the talent that we are putting together here at the radio station that's always been at the newspaper is going to be first class talent. Listen to our shows. Google and watch our shows. Push the bell. Be a subscriber to Radio Tribune, to all of the great shows that I just talked about. We're going to have a powerful, powerful lineup, and it's only going to get better. Call in. Learn how to advertise on the radio shows. Learn how to get a bundle and advertise in the Las Vegas Tribune and RadioTribune.com. Because I'm telling you, the rates are decent now. But as the station continues to grow, viewership grows, it will not always be that inexpensive. So if you want to call in, now is the time. And you can call me directly. I don't have all the numbers with me right now, but you can call my phone, 702-600-0005. Learn how to advertise on Radio Tribune. Learn how to be a sponsor of Radio Tribune and the Las Vegas Tribune. If you'd like to call in and be part of the show, if you would like to set up an interview on any of our shows, call me, Chris Garcia, 702-600-0005. And I will have more numbers for you tomorrow so that you can call in and be part of the fastest growing independent radio station in the city of Las Vegas, RadioTribune.com. Go to www.radiotribune.com and listen to all of our shows streaming live Monday through Friday. With that, I want to get back into the subject of Donald J. Trump, our great, great president, and the work that he is doing for our country. It is just tremendous what's going on. Just absolutely tremendous. You know, this guy just never stops working. And I was just talking to you about how he hit the ground running. Inauguration night, they said this guy was working. He was working the phones. He was putting together a team. Just look at what he's done. I liked it from the moment that he made Mike Pence his vice president, who absolutely killed Tim Kaine in that vice presidential debate. I really believe that it was neck and neck. And a lot of people don't want to believe this, but I believe that the vice president, I think the presidential debates were pretty even. I think even though Hillary Clinton is a left-wing nut, I think she won a debate. I think he won a debate, and I think one of them was even. But when the vice presidential debate happened, Mike Pence just wiped the floor with Tim Kaine. It wasn't even close. Tim Kaine looked crazy compared to Mike Pence. Mike Pence looked very presidential. Mike Pence looked very calm. Mike Pence answered the questions directly. And Mike Pence stood up for Donald Trump during that vice presidential debate. I think he did an absolute fabulous, fabulous job. And I think that he made Tim Kaine, who was Hillary Clinton's handpicked, made her look insane. No doubt about it. So I think that the guy hit the ground running and has just done a tremendous job since the day that he took office, before he took office. And I'm telling you right now, that's something that never happens. My mentor, my good friend Rolando LaRosse, talked about his work ethic. Rolando was just a tad older than Donald Trump. He won't admit it. He won't say it. But he said, I wish I had this guy's energy. I wish I knew what he took, because the guy just never stops working. He hit the ground running. He hit the ground working. It's just incredible. The guy never stops. He never sleeps. They said he gets about 4 or 5 hours of sleep a day. This guy's 70 plus years old, and he's just constantly working. And I think on inauguration night, or I believe personally, I don't think it even happened on inauguration night or a few days after that. I think when he always believed he was going to win. I think Donald Trump really believed that. I think when the rest of the country was questioning whether or not he was going to win, I think he always believed that he was going to win. And I think that he hit the ground running. I think he hit the ground running. I think he started putting together a super team. I think remember he always said he talked to the generals? I think he was ready. I think he was ready. I think he had a tremendous team already put together. I think they were making phone calls all over the world. And I think that they were ready for business. I think they were ready for action. And I think the liberals began to see the tide turning. They began to see the polls changing. And I think that that's why he went to Michigan again. Remember they were saying, why is he going to Michigan? Why is he going to Pennsylvania? Why is he hitting these countries?
I'm just going to be.
Why?
I'm just going to go to the bank to.
They kept saying that. And he kept hitting those states because he believed that he was going to win.
Do what I need to.
That's why he did that. And Hillary Clinton, I think, began to see the writing on the wall. I think Hillary Clinton began to see that she was losing grip in Pennsylvania and Michigan. And everybody was saying, why is Donald Trump in these states?
He said, you know where it is?
But Hillary Clinton is not. And everybody was saying, well, she's not there because he's a Democratic stronghold. Everybody was saying, well, she's there because she doesn't have to worry about going there. She's got those states on lock. Remember they were saying that? She lost Minnesota. She lost Michigan. She lost Wisconsin. She lost Pennsylvania. She lost all those states. She was in Florida because she was realizing that she had lost grip on Florida. She was worried about a lot of states. That's why she was making extra trips there. She was worried about Nevada. I think Nevada's going to be a lot closer if he doesn't carry Nevada next time. My state here. I think he's going to do very well here, especially if people go back to work. Our economy here is beginning to boom again. Housing is coming back. Of course, we got the Raiders here now. Stadiums being put up. A lot of people going back to work. And so I think that he's going to have a shot at winning Nevada. I really do believe that. I think the Democrats are in trouble. And the only thing that they could do was grandstand, filibuster. That's all that they could do. That's it. They're just trying to hold up the inevitable. That's all they can do. Because this man started working even before he took office. When people usually take 2 months off, or at least a month off, after they win the election, Donald Trump immediately started working. Immediately. He went right back to work. I think the night that he won the election, he was putting a team together. And that's why he won. And he's just out working everybody. I can believe that. You might see Rolando LaRosse getting the But yeah, I think he started working immediately. I think he started working immediately. And I think that made the Democrats so upset, so mad. And they're trying to do everything that they can to filibuster him, to stop him. I think that's a shame. That's a shame. This guy loves his country. He's trying to work for the American people. I think it's a shame what's going on. It's a shame. These people don't care about our country, these senators, these congressmen, these representatives. Who are they representing? Is anybody ever going to explain to me what the Clinton Foundation is? Is it just me? Is anybody? Can anybody tell me what the Clinton Foundation is? What do? They say 100%. This is what they say. 100% of the money goes to helping out people. Let me tell you something. It helps out people, all right. Bill and Hillary Clinton. That's who it helps out. I mean, where did they get all this money from? $20 million from the Saudi royal family into the Clinton Foundation. Donald Trump raised $220 million for the American people. They got a $20 million deposit from the Saudi royal family. So while we were fitting the bill to keep Saudi Arabia safe, while we were fitting the bill to pay for weapons that they needed, to at least have some semblance of a military to keep Iran off their butt. American taxpayers were paying for that, right? And they got a $20 million deposit, the Clintons, into the fantastic Clinton Foundation. Not the Clinton Foundation. Is it the same Clinton Foundation that was supposed to help out the Haitians after the earthquake over there? Have you seen Haiti? They supposedly raised $100 million for the repair of Haiti, Port-au-Prince, after the horrible earthquake that happened there. Devastated most of the country. Devastated over 70% of Port-au-Prince, the capital. They showed pictures from that place the other day. It looks worse than the day after the earthquake. But they raised $100 million for the Haitians and Haitian refugees. They had all kind of concerts. They had all kind of people down there. You saw the liberal, left-wing nut actors and actresses going down there. Supposed to raise all this money. The place looks devastated. But I know that because I'm from the south side of Chicago. And if you go through half of the south side, it looks like a bomb was dropped 30 years ago. It looks like little Hiroshima. You go through some of the streets in Baltimore, some of the streets in New York City. I lived in Brownsville, in Brooklyn, New York. It looks like a bomb went off. So much rubble and abandoned buildings and trash. And yet, the Democratic Party says, vote for me again. I'll see you in 4 years. Vote for me again. We'll take care of you, don't worry. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. You know? That's all they do. They promise the people what they're going to do, and they come by in 4 years, and they get the vote, and they go to the black churches, and they sing and they dance like they're one of us, and they promise us what they're going to do, and there are no jobs. More guns, more liquor stores on the corner. you question that, you're prejudiced. You are a racist. You are a Bible-toting, gun-carrying nut, member of the NRA. Well, I'm probably one of those people. But that's what they call you, right? Yet, did you see after Donald Trump won the election? Did you see that? Did you see those good people, those liberal Democrats, those bastions of intelligence, those leaders of our public universities, where we send our kids to go to school and they charge us $30,000 and $40,000 a year to learn that nonsense? Weren't they the ones that were busing these people into these marches in Carolina and all over the country, St. Louis, Black Lives Matter? Weren't those people breaking out windows of businesses, throwing rocks at police officers? Those are the good people, right? We're racist nuts. We are gun-toting, Bible-thumping crazies. And when Hillary Clinton won, we were going to take to the streets with our pitchforks and hang us a bunch of black people. Isn't that what they said we were going to do? You know, the same people that said that they were going to take a shot at Barack Obama when he was president, the first black president. We need to be so fearful for him and his family. Yet not one attempt at him or his family in 8 years. But Donald Trump wasn't president for 8 days, and we had people jumping over the fences and the walls trying to get at him. You know, these liberals, these clear thinkers, these bastions of intelligence, these San Francisco, Nancy Pelosi, Feinstein nuts, these Harry Reid socialists, they were the good people. And they were going to show us how to lose with honor. Remember that? They lectured us on what the Donald Trump people were going to do when he lost. Accept losing. Will you accept losing? Will you accept the results of the election? Remember they lectured us on that for weeks? No, just answer the question, Donald Trump. Will you accept your defeat? Will you accept the election results? You know what he said? You know what he said? These were exact words. He was just saying that he would accept the results, but that he's going to look at them and make sure that there's nothing illegal going on at the polling places, that the votes are counted and that they're accurate. He never said he wouldn't accept it. He just said he wanted to make sure everything was on the up and up. Remember those 2 weeks of, oh my God, he is changing American politics. We have always been a country of smooth transition. That the transition of power is what makes this country so great. It was so different from every other country because when one president goes out, another one comes in, the election results are accepted, and the transition of power is so smooth. Remember, that's what they were lecturing us on for weeks and weeks and weeks. And oh my goodness, Donald Trump is going to change the way things are done in America because him and his crazy Bible-toting nationalist followers were going to take to the streets because Trump wouldn't accept his loss to Hillary Clinton. Remember, that's what we were being lectured on for weeks. And oh, came that night. And those counties start coming in vote by vote. And I never forget, me and my wife looked at each other and we said, I think he's going to win. And oh man, I mean, within hours, Jesse Jackson had his people on buses with their pitchforks and their rocks and their bottles, headed to cities all over the country, coordinating on the internet when they were going to march. Remember that? We had days and days and days of no peace in this country, simply because a man won an election fair and square. Nobody was killed. No one was threatened. He just won. Rather convincingly. What was it? 320 something electoral votes to 244. That's a landslide. They say it wasn't a mandate. It was a mandate. It was such a mandate that they were not trying to give him the electoral college votes from 3 states for days. You remember that? They wouldn't call him. I could call him. He won those states. It was a mandate. It was a landslide. I think it's going to be a bigger landslide in 4 years for Donald Trump. And Jesse got on the phone and he called Black Lives Matter and they mobilized. They got the troops going, didn't they? They headed out to the cities all over the country. And he gave them their little stipend money for the day and their fake signs. Did you see the other day when CNN got caught teaching people how to protest? Teaching them how to put their signs up so that the camera could see them? Did you see that? That's who we're dealing with. These people are fake news, just like Donald Trump said. Fake news, fake protesters, fake signs, fake journalists. It's all fake. And it's all to brainwash the American people. But that's what's going on. Brainwashing you to believe you just sit tight, sit at home. We'll take care of you, don't worry. You're entitled to free insurance. You're entitled to free food. You know what? It just hit me while I was saying that. Who the hell is supposed to pay for all of this? You ever thought about that? Who's supposed to pay for all of this? I didn't get free food in my own house. I had to cut the grass when I was coming up. I had to take the trash out. I had to trim the trees and pull the weeds up. I mean, my family owns property down south, my dad's side of the family. My mom is from Cuba. My dad's side of the family is from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We also have some family in Jackson, Mississippi. So we got the whole South covered. The whole South. And my dad used to send me to my Uncle Bo's farm to work every summer. Right outside Memphis, Tennessee, West Memphis. If you all know where that's at, that's very rural out there. It gets dark. And if you don't know your way through those roads, you're lost. You better get home. Buses don't run. There ain't no buses out there. And he used to send me down there every summer to teach me how to work. And I've always been a big fat kid. I'm a fat man. I was either a fatter kid. I've actually lost weight, believe it or not. And my Uncle Bo used to come touch me every morning at about 4 o'clock. He would say, time for work. And his wife, they take baths down south. For you all, they don't go down south. Showers are northern, baby. It's too cold to take baths up there. We can't. Water turns cold too quick. But down south, they run bath water for you. And my aunt, after Bo would shake me, and it would take me about 5 minutes to realize what the heck was going on. He would say, your auntie got your bath water run, Juju Bug. That was my nickname. And I would stumble to the bathroom and literally almost fall in the bath water. And you're not supposed to take long baths there because it's only so much hot water. You get in, you get out. You do what you gotta do. You know what the 3 S's are. And if I would be in the bathroom too long, my Uncle Bo would call for me. And I would say, I'm coming, Uncle Bo. And he would say, it's time to work. And I would say, I know. And that meant now. And he would look at me and he would say, do you want to eat? And of course, being a big kid, I wanted to eat, of course. Well, what he was saying was, you have to work to eat. You have to work to eat. So even as a kid, I was taught, You don't get something for nothing. And that's what Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton and all of them are trying to promise you, is that they will take care of you. They know what's best for you. Just sit at home. Food stamps have went up 50 million more people on subsidies in 8 years under Barack Hussein, the Marxist Obama. $10 trillion more added to the national debt in 8 years, thanks to the Marxist Barack Hussein Obama. But he knows what's best. He studied under the best, ladies and gentlemen. Great speaker, isn't he? You believe that crap, didn't you? Did you cry when he won? Did your eyes get a little watery because you saw the first man of color who's going to be president of the United States? Did you see Jesse Jackson, Oprah Winfrey, and all of them crying out in the audience? Oh, what a beautiful day it was for them. What a beautiful day it was for the Democrat Party. They finally had their leader, their God. I mean, if you could put together, piece by piece, a leader for the Democratic Party is Barack Obama. Black, handsome, well-spoken, beautiful wife and kids, sounds good on the microphone, socialist, liberal, nut. They were rejoicing when he won. And he left this country in shambles. He is the worst president this country has ever had. And it's not even close. Doubled the debt in 8 years, from 10 trillion to 20 trillion. Doubled the amount of people on subsidies, from 50 million to 100 million. That's what he did in 8 years. And we had 0 to negative growth in 8 years. That's what happens when you elect a socialist. His sister, Hillary Clinton, was telling you the same thing. She was going to carry us another 8 years. Can you imagine what the debt would be when she left? Did you hear the programs, the funding, the things she wanted to fund if she became president? We would have been looking at $30 or $40 trillion debt. Weaker national security, less spent on the military, more social programs, higher welfare roll, and more open borders. That's what we'd have gotten. All of you nuts that were crying when she lost. That's what we would have had for 8 years. Thank God that didn't happen. Thank God the people woke up and voted for Donald Trump. In a landslide. He has a mandate. That's why they're so upset. Because they thought they had brainwashed the country. No, you just brainwashed San Francisco, but you didn't have to do that. They were already crazy up there. You didn't have to teach them nothing new. They've been nuts for years. Those are the flower people. Crazier than a batty bug, as my grandmother would say. I want to thank you so much for listening to me today. Chris Garcia, the Conservative American, and I will continue to say this, there's no such thing as conspiracy. It's just common sense. We got to get our common sense back. We got a president fighting for us. Why are we not supporting him? What in the heck is going on? We're losing our minds out here. Thank you so much for joining us. In about a half an hour, we got Blue Laker with Cobra. And let me tell you something, great show. He always tells the truth. You always learn from Blue. We just got a wonderful program coming up. I mean, I've got much exciting news to share with you. It's just wonderful. Rolanda LaRosse has put together a great team here, and we're going to do big, big, big things. Thank you so much for listening today. I told you I will always tell you the truth. I started this. I got over 100 shows now. Hit me up, push the bell, subscribe to Chris Garcia, the Conservative American, and all of the Radio Tribune family. We got really hard-hitting, great shows here. God bless America. God bless our troops, and Godspeed to our great President Donald Trump. Thank you.